So, in this episode, you're going to find out why your body is still at work right now, even after you closed your laptop 2 hours ago, and what to do about it in the next 8 minutes. So, sweet soul, woohoo, it is Friday. And I need to ask you something nobody else is going to ask you today. How does your body feel right here, right now? Not your to-do list, not your inbox, not what still didn't get done this week, your body, this beautiful thing that you walk around in. The one body that has been holding the weight of other people's pain since Monday morning. Because here's what I know after 30 years of sitting with healers. Your brain knows it's Friday. Your calendar knows it's Friday. But your nervous system, it has absolutely no idea. It's like it's still running, man. It's running the week that it has managed all week. Still scanning for the next crisis, still holding the shape of every hard conversation, every client, student, patient who didn't improve, every moment you smiled through a very empty feeling. It is doing exactly what it was built to do, keep you alive and functional inside the systems we work. And those are often a system that's never once asked if we were okay or not. And y'all, it's not a weakness. We know this. That is your nervous system being brilliant at a job nobody should have that causes you to work this hard, your job. But surviving the week and ending the week are two completely different things. And if you don't consciously close that loop, your nervous system carries every bit of that activation straight into Saturday, straight into Friday night, straight into Sunday. I know I kind of, those weren't sequential. Oh, so it also carries all of this nonsense into the moment that our families need us. They need us present, or you need yourself present, and you're already gone, floating somewhere behind glass, going through the motions in a body that never got the signal that it was safe to stop. So today, here's what we're going to do, ladies. We're going to send that signal together right now in the next 8 minutes. Might not even be in 8 minutes by now, but here's what's actually happening inside of you on a Friday afternoon after a very full work week of caregiving. So, we're going to talk to Dr. Allan Schore of UCLA. And he's one of the world's leading researchers on the neurobiology of emotional regulation. What a great thing to research. He spent decades documenting what he calls right brain dysregulation in caregivers. That's us. Here's what that means in plain English. When you spend sustained time holding other people's emotional worlds, your own self regulation circuitry is going to go quiet. Not because something's broken in us, never ever that, but because the circuitry has been in service of someone else for so very long, it forgot how to come home. That is the exhaustion underneath the exhaustion. That's why you can sit down on Friday evening and still feel like you're bracing for something, just waiting for that other shoe to drop. Your body is doing what it's been designed to do, our nervous system. It's just still at the office, right? It's still functioning and thinking about and processing all that nonsense we've lived through all week. So here's the piece that changes everything. Your vagus nerve, The longest nerve in your entire autonomic system has a specific accessible branch that runs directly through your throat. Tiffany Field at the University of Miami's Touch Research Institute found that even light pressure applied to the sternum activates those mechanoreceptors that send a direct safety signal through this vagal pathway. You do not have to think your way into rest. You can touch your way in. And sound accelerates this movement. Your own voice vibrating through your throat activates the auricular and your larynx branches of the vagus nerve and begins to shift your autonomic state within seconds. And it's not a metaphor, y'all. This is a peer-reviewed neuroscience research. And it showed that your body already knows how to use this tone, this vibration. I think this is fascinating. I love to research this stuff for y'all. I think of the years I self-tormented. I mean, I grew up a very anxious little girl, a very anxious teenager, a very anxious woman. And to learn about this stuff and practice this stuff and see it work with the ladies I work with is fascinating. And I love it. So let's move into chakra psychology. The throat center and the heart center govern exactly what I'm talking about. The throat holds permission, permission to stop, permission to tell the truth about what you need. Oh, how often do we deny ourselves that? The heart holds the actual physiological shift to safety. So when you work them together, sound through the throat, pressure at the heart, you create what I call a bilateral vagal seal, a deliberate body-based signal that closes the threat cycle and tells your nervous system, girl, this week is over, complete. So guess what we're doing? We're going to do that today. If you're in the thick of nervous system dysregulation and you want a structured path out, not just a Friday practice, but a full 12-week reclamation, my book, In Pursuit of Soul Joy, on Amazon or my website, y'all, I wrote it exactly for this, for where you're standing right now if you're dysregulated and overwhelmed. And just hop over to my website and grab that for you. I wrote it for you. I want you to have that. So, to the practice, I want you to find somewhere you can be for 5 minutes. You can be sitting in your car, in a parking lot, in your kitchen, at the table, girl. It does not matter. Just sit and be with yourself for a hot minute as we do this. So, your spine is tall. Your jaw is purposefully unclenched. Most of us are holding our jaw right now without realizing it. We're holding our shoulders without realizing it. We're bracing without realizing it. Big inhale together. All of us, ladies, let's do this universally together and let it all go. Okay. So place your hand flat on your chest against your sternum. So not exactly in your chest. I don't know our boobs get in the way, but your sternum. And it's that flat bone running down the center of your chest. And your left hand is open, palm up, resting on your thigh, right hand on that sternum. And step one is the throat release. You're going to make a sound, not a word, not a sigh, a low, sustained hum. The lowest comfortable pitch your body makes without forcing it. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a performance. It's just the sound your throat makes when it is allowed to vibrate freely. And as you're making that sound, you're going to hold it for 5 full seconds. Then you're going to pause and you're going to do it again, 3 times in total. And that vibration, and you've got to make a sound where it's vibrating. I I won't hurt your ears here on the podcast, but do be cognizant that you've got to make that vibration because that vibration is going directly to your vagus nerve through your throat. You are bypassing your brain entirely. You went straight to the nerve, so let that work. And then step two is the heart threshold. Your right hand is still on your sternum, feeling the weight of your palm against your body with the warmth, the pressure pressing back. And it's not a visualization. The mechanoreceptors in that tissue are communicating with your cardiac vagus right now. Your own hand is sending your nervous system a signal that something safe is here. We're going to do a little high five on that. So now I want you to let the week begin to move, not a visualization, a release. Just let the weight of it pass through you. The patients, the clients, the students, the documentation, the calls you took when you should have been resting, the moments you held yourself together so someone else could fall apart, the things you observed that were never yours to carry in the first place. Girl, let those pass. And step three, we've got the seal. And this is the last piece. And it's what makes this a closing practice rather than just a breathing exercise. You're going to say one sentence out loud, not in your head, out loud. The throat center requires sound. Internal narrative is not going to work here. So I want you to say this. The week is complete. I am not required to carry it. You've got to say it like you mean it. You've got to say it like you believe it because I need you to. I need you to believe this for you. Okay, girl, what's just happened? You've used your bilateral vagal activation, throat and heart simultaneously to send your nervous system the one signal it has been waiting for all week. It's been begging you for it. It's been begging me for it. You told it the threat cycle is closed. We can close this stress cycle down. You told it the work week is done. It's been waiting to hear that since Monday. Sweet soul, most of us get sold just a bill of goods. Oh my goodness. Most of what gets sold to us as stress relief works on the surface. A bath, that self-care industry, don't even get me started there, but a bath, a glass of wine, a scroll through your phone until you fall asleep, still bracing. But none of that touches the actual switch. And that's what I want for you on this podcast. That's the reason I do this podcast. Let's get down to the root of what really works. So, see, this switch is in your nervous system, and your nervous system responds to one thing above everything else: evidence that it is safe to stop. And girl, you just gave it that evidence in your own throat, in your own chest, in the sound of your own voice, telling yourself the truth. So, hoo-hoo, this week is complete. You are not required to carry it anywhere. You're just not required to carry it. Now go have a weekend, all of it, every single minute. You earned every last one. So, y'all, go and enjoy yourself, and I will see you Tuesday.